Hello there, Leo. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Leo for September of 2017. This year's flying by. What I've done for us is I've laid 4 cards for the month. I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for overall view, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. Now, I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month for us, kind of like an overall theme. And because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So now all of us are Leos named Frankie for the time of this reading. I think that you should look at your moon sign and your rising sign also, because these are just general readings, and it'll give you a bigger overall view of the month. And because I'm not an astrologer, but I looked it up for us for the month, and it's going to be in our second house, and that's buying and selling any of your personal possessions, financial success, your ambitions. Anything linked with your earnings. It's all your possessions except for real estate, I believe. And it's the house of personal liberty because people think money is liberty. So it kind of falls in that house. We got an interesting month here. And if anybody wants to know more of the astrological portion for this month, I always go look at Veroush, Veroosh. She does the astrology with the cards, but the astrology is simplified and I can understand it. So I'm learning a little bit. We have some words here before we start, and it's celebration, vision, play, depth, and presence, like in spirit, not presents like we're getting gifts. Although we just may be this month, who knows? And it may come with a lot of depth and not too much celebration. Our first, oh well, Leo, our first card here is the Knight of Swords, and he's just not looking really like a happy camper, and he got blood on those swords. I was like, oh man, there we go, Leo. Oh well. This knight, he can bring to us he can bring news that we don't want, that isn't for our celebration there. Things that we don't want, like bad news maybe about someone that we care about. If it's a person, it can be male or female, because these are just general readings. It would be an air sign person. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It can be, and male or female, because they're general readings. It would, and when you see him for overall view, there can be differences, like really extreme differences of opinion. Now, he's got that bloody sword in his hand, and he's kind of like, not the vision word there that we got that I want to see, but it would be clashes in opinion. If it's a person in our life, they could be, maybe causing us trouble or conflict in some way that we're going to have to stand up for ourselves. And sometimes with this card also, we could be so involved in our own pursuits, is the way I want to say it, that we ignored everyone else in our life because we were doing our own thing. So, you might want to consider this too. And sometimes it can be a card of perhaps we're voicing our opinion so strongly and so harshly that others are disagreeing with us. And actually, we can pull up that Leo depth there of personality and kindness, nurturing, intelligence, and voice that opinion, if that's what it is, in a different manner. Or if we're ignoring people that are important to us in our lives, then we'd want to really look. Is it, what are we paying attention? What is the vision that we want of our lives? What are we ignoring? Are we ignoring our partner, our, wife, husband, friends, or things like that, or our social obligations, just because we're so involved in us, you know. And we're Leos, we can get pretty involved in us sometimes, but if it is us, we want to pay attention to that, right? Because, and we want to pay attention to any type of conflict, because when we get this Knight of Swords, this is like someone who's gonna, how I always see him, her, whatever, him or her, is someone who rushes right in just with that sword, ready to slash, cut, do whatever it is they feel like doing to get what they want, say whatever it is they feel like saying to get what they want. Absolutely no consideration of others' feelings or, opinions. It can be coming at us, it can be coming from us too. If we start voicing those opinions, really like forcefully instead of, calm, wise, that depth of our person, our personality, with a vision of what we want that outcome to be, or if maybe some of us are, like I said, ignoring the others in our lives that are very important to us, or other situations that are very important to us because we just got our eye on the prize or our focus. But it can be conflict coming at us. So we'd want to keep ourselves prepared for that, so that if it was coming at us, right, that we could take that deep breath, like they said last month, and when we voice our opinion back, we don't do it to bring more conflict, that we do it in a wise, mature, responsible manner, because the King of Swords is that. This is the Knight. They also can be a younger person, maybe it's our boyfriend girlfriend we're going to break up with, or something in a friendship that we're fighting about, and it's going to, blow open or blow up in our faces. We'd want to be prepared for that, because the rest of our cards here, actually the way I'm reading them, are going to give us just cause to celebrate and play and have a good vision of our future, This can be a younger person too. I think of knights like people in their 30s, 40s, like that also. So maybe someone in that age bracket. Maybe it could be our husband or wife. We're having a difference of opinion. Maybe it's something at work. Maybe somebody's asking us to take on more responsibility, and we're trying our best not to, and it starts a whole kit and caboodle, flying around or whatever, because we're tired of this dude putting his work on our desk, if it is from work or whatever. What they're telling me with this Knight of Swords here, and I hope I didn't say Knight of Cups, anyhow, with him in there, when we make a decision, make it. Stand with it, keep it, we can consider other people's opinions, but is it worth the conflict or the argument? So it's kind of like, just make the decisions, go about it in our own way, in our own time, and just keep doing what we're doing. When I'm doing that, I always say, and you just continue along doing whatever it is we're doing, because these other cards here are showing me that we are really in tune with the source. Whatever it is that this conflict energy, and we have another card that can bring that in too, that could be something obstructing us or whatever, because our next card here is the Ten of Cups, and this is an excellent card, Leo. This is a card of emotional fulfillment. I always call this the happy, it's a like happy home card, where, everything's coming together in our lives. We have cause to celebrate. It's a celebration or celebratory card. I can't get that word out of my mouth. If you can see, they're raising the cup, two people together. So maybe if we went through this little tussle, it feels stronger than a little tussle, though, Leo. If we went through it, it was worth it. This is a card of emotional stability, emotional security, getting what we want out of relationships, partnerships, jobs, you know, everything that's around us. So I'm thinking perhaps because that eclipse on the 21st last month, well, I'm not even up to the 21st of August, and these are being made, believe it or not. This is the beginning of August, but with this card here and that eclipse energy from last month, that would be showing me that we use that energy to our benefit, because this is emotional happiness, emotional, because it's cups, you know, everything's falling into place for our home, our family, the things that we want around us, you know, there's playtime, there's enough, you know, funds, we have another card to support that, so, you know, it'd be important for us to pay attention to increasing our income. If this conflict's at work, maybe we need to go to somebody and tell, you know, the boss or somebody, hey, this Knight of Swords character is getting in my way like many times too often, and my vision is this, you know, calm, nice atmosphere, and that's what this Ten of Cups brings to us. And it also is a 10 is a number of completion. So everything's finished. I've worked my butt off. Maybe I went through this conflict with whatever or whoever this character is, and you know, the end result, maybe I was so focused on what I was doing for my family, you know, that I ignored my family, but it brought me this, right? So think about that whenever you are going within to find out, you know, am I at fault for this, or what is the end result I want? What's that vision that I'm bringing forward, right? Because the next card is the Devil card. Don't panic. The devil's supposedly not all that real, but sometimes you gotta wonder. But anyhow, the Devil card shows me it can be drug, sex, and rock and roll. Maybe we're just fed up with this Knight of Swords character here, and because he's doing the drug, sex, and rock and roll, you know, or whatever. But most of the time, this is really when I feel like there's something in my path that's obstructing me. You know, like I feel like my options are narrowing. I feel like I'm boxed in. That's what this card always feels like to me. But when we get the Devil card, remember, no matter what or how harsh the situation was around us, we have this Ten of Cups. And we have that word play, we have the word vision, we have celebration. So we're going to make it through it. And no matter what, we have the word presence, which is source, not somebody wrapping up a present for our birthday thing, you know. But we have that word presence in here. There are always, always spiritual choices. But the Devil card is the card of the material world, you know, and we all need structure and support in order to live in the material world. So what is our vision, Leo? What is it will give us this beautiful Ten of Cups? You know, do we have to speak up maybe? I don't want to do it as forcefully as this card feels while I'm holding it in my hand, but sometimes we do, you know, and if we're working towards a goal, you know, we don't want to bring expenses to us that we wouldn't otherwise have incurred, you know. Maybe we're saving for something to do the celebration or have the vacation, or with that being in our second house, buying and selling, maybe we're selling stuff off so we can pay off the home loan or something. But with the Devil card, and it's the card of Saturn. And when I think Saturn, and I'm not an astrologer, I think the Lord of Karma, right? But here's the thing about Saturn energy used right. when we use this card right, and I see he has a pentacle on his head, and I always think pentacles to Frankie are money, period. So if we use that Saturn energy right, we can build castles in the air that can be constructed for people to live in on the earth plane if we use it right. So if we use this energy right, it's a card of manifestation. Perhaps we have, it's a Capricorn is the energy behind this. Maybe it's Capricorn person that's draining us or coming out to cause this conflict for us or whatever, or is our obstacle, But if we use that Saturn energy right, use karma in a right way, we have just cause, right? We build that castle in the air and we build it on the earth plane because our vision was so right, right? We build it on the earth plane also, and others can live in it. And we get this happy emotional security of the Ten of Cups in our home too, and money with the pentacle on his head. But we all have to have structure, And if these go, because these are general readings, all right? And if this is going in a different way, with this devil card in here, don't be falling for any fast talkers or, like, give me $5 and by tomorrow it'll increase to 500. What is that? Schemes, things like that with these two energies conflicting and that Ten of Cups being in there too, We don't want to do that. We want to make sure our decisions are right. So we want to avoid making decisions that are wrong. We want to go in for our vision, into spirit, into our presence, to make sure that what we do is right. We don't want to, with this too, we don't want to mix money and personal stuff together because of this violent disagreement stuff or this nasty kind of energy that's coming behind him. Remember this Knight of Swords. He's rushing in and he's going to slash down anything in front of him that's in his way. And the devil represents obstacles, obstructions. We feel like we have no other choice. There's always another choice. Always another choice for us Leos. There's always a spiritual choice for everyone. We take that spiritual choice. I don't know where this is going to come down. It could be in relationships because we have the Ten of Cups. It could be at work. Maybe there's conflicts at work or with a friend or a partner, that is going to come forth this month. And remember, what did it say? Personal liberty was second house, and most of us equate money with personal freedom, personal liberty. So if that devil means that, we're going to have to watch, what we do with our money or how we appropriate our money or where it's going also. Just because of this strong energy as the overall thing, And that's strong. I mean, look at this dude's face. Even when you touch the card, you can see he's very intent. He's not taking his eyes off it. They aren't going to the side. They're not going up. They're not going down. They're straightforward, determined to go through it at all costs, which is not part of the vision and what would be celebratory about that, What would be that fun, that sense of play, that kind of thing that comes up around it, So, and with that devil card too, if there's anything that's valuable that you don't want anymore, that's a card of, is it going to contribute in a different way? Maybe it's going to contribute if I sell it to my savings account or the down payment on the new house. We have a card, two cards actually, that can show us that. Remember, this is, well, it wasn't real estate, but all personal possessions, because our next card's another 10. And it's the Ten of Pentacles. We have the pentacle in the devil card here. We got the pentacles here, right? In the 10 of pentacles, that's completion. This is financial security, this 10 of pentacles. Like I said, to me, pentacles are money. To me, Frankie, they may mean stuff to other people, but this is financial security, stability within our home. Just cause to celebrate 2 tens. Completion, the beginning of something fresh, new, start. And with the devil card combined with this 10 of pentacles and that 10 of cups, that's showing me emotional security, financial security and stability, a way to increase income, plus a fresh new start. Because the next card, if I can get them up here, is the Knight of Rods or the Knight of Wands. And this is another messenger card. And he's not bringing us a message of, violent conflict or clashes. This card's bringing us good news about something we anticipated. Like maybe some of us are going to remodel our homes, right? And we got the loan for it. Maybe some of us had this conflict or whatever it was with this Knight of Swords, and out comes the Knight of Rods and it's like, will you marry me? He can bring good messages that you can trust. That's the word around this Wands card. If it's a person, male or female, it's a fire sign. And that would be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, right? In that, but male or female. The news could be anything we happily anticipated. When I'm praying, I always say, for abundant and divinely blessed, happily anticipated, expected ways. So he is anticipated ways. So maybe there's a loan I'm looking for, a marriage proposal that I will have the cause to celebrate, and when someone loves you, there's that overwhelming sense of presence, like source in me, that depth that comes with that. Maybe someone's telling me, guess what, Mom, Dad, I'm getting married, or an engagement, a wedding, a proposal, a trip. He could be, oh, you got the loan for the new house. And because you had the 10 of Pentacles there, right? You had enough money for the deposit and the security, for the new apartment or whatever. He has anticipated good news. Something I was thinking about, something I was hoping for, and it's kind of like like a fulfillment card. I was hoping I'd get it, but I wasn't sure I'd get it because maybe I was busy fighting with this nut, over it, but the end result was good. And this is honest, trustworthy, loyal, faithful. Also, it's a card, he possesses the qualities of the King and Queen of Wands. That's their kid, the older kid, whatever, older, 35, maybe 40, that age bracket, but he's good with money. Good with money also. So if this was a proposal of marriage, I'd know I was going to, with the 10 of Pentacles there, I was going to have a secure house. My mortgage would be paid all the time because I married this man. He would take very good care of me. We have the 10 of Cups. He's emotionally supportive. He really works because of the Devil card there to use that Saturn influence, the Lord of Karma, to build the castle in the air and then construct it on the earth for all of us to live in. It's like, this is like a really good month. So if we use that eclipse energy, in Leo, which was the 21st for the solar eclipse, things are going to work out just really fine for us. So, I don't know if these readings will come out before the 21st, probably not, but I'll try my very best to get them out to you somewhere right around there so you can see where they work out to your benefit. But he's a card. That's that depth word. This is a good person. If it's just a message, it's a good message and I can trust it, you know, I can trust it. You, us Leos are very giving, extremely generous people. It's by nature, you know. But when we get with this, sometimes it can, remember, Leo's the card of strength. It's the lying card, you know. Strength, fortitude, you know, strong, wise decisions and choices, you know. If this energy's in here, be sure to use the devil energy for not the drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Use it to create that vision that we're going to celebrate in harmony with the presence, with the source, you know, and from the depth of our being, because it's all good if it's used right, you know, and we can handle that Knight of Swords in half of a minute. And we know it. Because when Leos are confronted, remember that card is strength, really. Don't want to mess with Leo. Well, I guess we are getting what we want. Interesting. Change in direction is our angel card. Wow. I wonder what that eclipse, you guys are going to have to tell me what that eclipse energy did to us, huh? Let me read this for us. It says, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to be open, to open your heart to love and our guidance. You're protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcome you desire. Our celebration, our Knight of Rods, our 10 of Cups, our 10 of Pentacles, and we're going to use this Saturn energy appropriately. And if we have to pull out this Knight of Swords out of our back pocket, I guess we got it there, Leo. We got it. Because Leos will protect their home and the people that they love. And they will do that first and foremost. A lot of times they think Leo is just selfish or all into their self, but Leo energy is way different and very strong, powerful energy. And if I was thinking, and I'm not an astrologer, we got the node energy, the North Node energy, I think it is, in Leo that I heard, you know, on the astrology stuff. We have that eclipse and full solar eclipse in Leo. It's going to be pretty interesting, however we came out of August, huh? It says this card signifies that you've had a change of heart that has altered the direction of your life in a positive way. Wow, your old ways of living are no longer of interest to you, and you find yourself avoiding friends and pastimes that previously attracted you. You desire a lifestyle and a career that will better fit your interests and passions. And actually, that's what this Knight of Swords represents too. It's when you have a vision of what it is that you want, or a direction of what, and you just go for it. You forcefully go for it. And that would come in with that exactly, forcefully. Yeah, and he's a mental energies, thoughts that are coming into form, usable if we use it right with that devil card. It says, the angels are guiding you through this time of transition. The law of attraction ensures that you will manifest wonderful new opportunities and relationships. Well, we have that word vision is one of our words. So hold that vision, Leo. Hold it at the forefront of your mind. What is it that I'm bringing forward? We create the castles in the air. we create the castles on the ground for the people to live in, okay? It says, additional meanings are you're starting a new phase in your life. Boy, with that 10 of Cups, that's wonderful. The birth of a new project's in the works. That could be our announcement with the Knight of Rods. Pregnancy, birth, or the adoption of a child is possible. Maybe we're getting married too. Oh, yes, yes. And our change in direction, there's a stork on here and a baby underneath it. So maybe that's for some of us, that's this night of a happily anticipated event. That's our Knight of Rods there. That's really interesting. A new element in your life is a blessing. That's our word, celebration. Oops, even if it doesn't make any sense right now. There you go. Well, Leo, that's our reading for September. I want to tell you all, thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes and comments. And I read each and every one of those comments. I don't get a lot of time to write you back, but I read them all. And if anybody wants to know a little more about me, all the information's down below at the website. Or if you want to contact me for a reading, all of the information is there at the website to be able to do that. And to all of you I've met through doing these YouTube videos, and to everybody I've met through 28 years of doing readings, I want to tell you, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you, and hopefully I won't talk this long next month. Alrighty, Leo, I'll see you back here then. Bye-bye.